So I decided to make a little video for you all because this is the full moon. We're in the season of Taurus and the moon is in Scorpio. And the reason why I needed to do this is because Scorpio is all about the depths. Scorpio is all about finding the treasures. It's about finding the gems and jewels and golden illuminations that are deep within the earth, deep within ourselves, our psyche, our soul. And as we all know, if we are digging in the ground, we also find little critters and dirt and gunk and darkness. So it's not a place that all of us really like to trudge, and we just kind of want to hang out in the beauty and the love and the light. But this is a special time where we are being called into our own darkness, and it's in it's in Taurus, and Taurus is all about embodiment and all about the beauty. It's a Venus bomb that is blessing the planet. Right here in Northern California, my yard is just singing with bluebells and herbs growing everywhere, lilacs blossoming, daffodils, irises. It's beautiful. It's abundant. The lushness, the beauty, the scents, the sounds, the animals are coming back, the birds are coming. And if you are like me in this journey of the soul, then you're probably picking up on this almost duality, or this part where there's so much intensity and there's so much complexity and there's so much depths that's dredging up to the surface. And yet on the other hand, if we just take a moment, we can be just swept away into the simplicity and the beauty of nature, or of the cup of tea we're drinking, or the coziness of our blankets, or the breeze coming through the window. And that's essentially one of the graces that Taurus is bringing us right now, because we are being asked to go into the depths of our own shadows, and not only into our own inner depths, into the depths of our ancestors. So I'm going to share a little bit with you. This past week has been a time for me where I've been dealing with a lower back injury that just reappeared out of nowhere. And from me just stopping and dropping within the depths of my own wisdom body, I've been finding some of the most unclaimed parts of myself. And as I've been working with this energy, I'm also finding my grandmother, my great-grandmother. I'm finding that there's these energies that are stuck in my body. There's these energies that want to come through me that don't even belong to me. And it's so powerful, and it's so transformational, and it's true transmutation. So I just thought that I would lead you all in an experience that you can use right now, today, to navigate the energies. And you can use it in the future. You don't need to just use this on the full moon. This is a way to really dive into your own inner states of this is a way to dive into your own inner depths and tap into the soul, where the true magic and the true transmutation happens. So for those of you that are already familiar with me and how I work and how I tap you into this interface between physicality and soul, is to work on the level of sensations. So I'm just going to invite you all to begin to just drop into feeling your body, feeling where your feet meet the earth, meet the surface beneath them, whether it's socks, whether you feel the coolness of the air on your feet, you feel your toes being held in shoes or sneakers. Just see if you could drop into that level. Where are your toes touching? Are your feet touching? Do you feel the ball mounds of your feet? Do you feel your heels, where they're placed? Just start with that foundation. Start with that and begin to travel up your legs, feeling and noticing where your legs meet the surface beneath them. If you are sitting and if you are standing, can you just feel, can you notice the skin on the back of your legs, on the sides of your legs, in the front? Can you feel, can you get a sense of the muscles and the tissues and the bones that are holding you up, that are supporting you? And begin to tap into that pelvis. And as you are beginning to just notice, maybe you see that you have more pressure on one side than the other, that you're standing or sitting a little more to the left or right. And we don't have to change it. We just need to notice it. Just notice, just allow yourself to drop into this place that begins to align our cells. It begins to talk to our tissues, to our body, to our viscera, and say, we are safe and we are grounded and we are connected. And as you begin to just feel this pelvis, begin to just allow the weight of the pelvis, almost as if there's a crystal ball, a rose quartz crystal ball, about the size and shape and weight of a whole bowling ball, just sitting heavy, heavy, heavy in your pelvis. And feel that weighted feeling. Just see if you can get a whole sense of that weighted feeling. Just imagine and sense and slow down enough. And as you just become more curious about what a weighted experience in the whole pelvis would feel like, I'm going to invite you to connect in to your Earth Star chakra. Now this Earth Star chakra is, you could say, about a foot underneath you, underneath the tail, the feet. It can move, so you don't have to get too attached. Just imagine that there is a unique Earth Star that links you deep into the earth. Sorry that my kids are starting to interrupt. I'm just going to push them aside. Nope. I'm.
Can I ask you something?
No, you are interrupting my work, and you know better. Cut that out. So I'm just going to invite you to imagine this Earth Star chakra that sits about a foot beneath you, beneath your feet, beneath your legs. You don't have to get too crazy and wrapped up of where it is, but just imagine that it's almost like this weight and this magnet that threads you into your own unique connection with Gaia, the living consciousness of the planet. And this is your root. It's your root. So as you just sink into the heaviness of the pelvis, the heaviness of the legs, the weight of the feet, just imagine you're sinking deeper and deeper into the earth. And now bring your hands to your chest, to your heart area. And just feel the weight of your hands on your chest. Begin to notice what it feels like to be threaded, to be held in this connection with the earth, and also feel the weight of your hands. Perhaps you feel the temperature, moisture, the space between the fingers, just diving into the sensations. And as you linger here for a few moments, I'm going to invite you to begin to notice where your heart space, your chest, is receiving the touch of your hands. Can you notice where the skin or the fabric of your clothing, where the weight is being received by the chest? It's being touched by your hands, kissed by the cloth, the fabric of your clothing. And as you are deepening into this space, I want you to recognize that you are home. You are home. You are home. You are home within the vessel that is your physical body, that is the temple to your soul. And you can feel that connection, that weighted, rooted connection down to the Earth Star chakra, where you are held and nourished deeply by Gaia, Earth Mother. And while you sit, feeling breath, feeling space, feeling sensation in the chest, and moving down and feeling that rooted, weighted connection with Gaia, I'm going to ask you a question. Do you trust yourself? Can I trust myself? And if you get a yes, I'm going to invite you to lean into that and to feel what happens in your body. And just lay in that energy. Feel that for a moment. And if the answer is no, I want you to just sit and dwell in the sensations of your hands, of the weight, of this hand-heart-chest connection, of your pelvis rooted and weighted. And remind yourself that you are home and that any moment that things become difficult or we question, we can always find ourselves back here. You can always find yourselves back here. And you're welcome to spend as much time as you need to in this space. I just invite you to drop into home, however you feel, whatever is happening. Just drop into this space, into this rhythm. And ask your body, ask your nervous system if it wants to rock, if it wants to move, if it wants to shift, if it wants to move back and forth or side to side, or spiral or move. Is there a way that your body wants to move a little that makes more space for this home frequency, this frequency of home to penetrate through? And because we're in this Scorpio full moon, I'm going to invite you to now begin to scan your body. I want you to just notice, to allow yourself to notice where your breath is moving, not changing it, not making it longer, not evaluating it, just notice where it is. Notice where there is sensation in your body calling you. Do you feel a little pain? Do you feel some anxiety? Do you feel fear? Do you feel excitement? Do you feel irritation? Do you feel calm? What do you feel? And then I'm going to ask you to take it one step deeper and say, where do you feel it? Where in the body do you feel it? And not try to make it go away, but just show up to it. Show up to that place that feels a little uncomfortable or a lot of uncomfortable or great or wonderful or whatever it is. Nothing is wrong and nothing is right. It's all information. It's all wisdom. And I tell you right now, some of the most powerful experiences that I've led people through have come from them leading into the deepest pains and the worst experiences and leading them into the depths of the goddess that lives within them, to the depths of the God that lives within them, to the depths of their Shakti, of their life force energy. So don't judge what you're experiencing, just feel it. And I'm going to invite you to acknowledge your ancestors, because this full moon is not only about transmutating our individual shadows, it's about transmutating, whether it's karma, whether it's wounding, whether it's old stories that need to die so that new ones can be reborn, whatever it is. But the ancestors, your ancestral lineage, and you are a human being. So as a human being, you are part of the human lineage. And so not only are these your own individual death and rebirth experiences, this is a death and rebirth of our lineage. And so as you sit here scanning and noticing, what impulses arise? What does your body want to do? Maybe you feel anger and you want to growl and snarl and kick and move. Maybe you feel the imprint of a certain ancestor rising. Maybe you feel and notice a memory from your own childhood. And let me tell you, if this is not happening for you today, then you are not fully aligned in the highest good of the energy. Because this energy is so much about the transmutation. It's about the death and rebirth process. I'm not asking you to find suffering and to dwell in suffering. I'm asking you to become curious about what sensations are in your body. And can you ask those sensations, like right now in my right hip area, I feel a pulling. It's like this pulling in, this coiling. And in that coiling, and I'm going to ask that coiling, what is it about this coiling? And I'm not going to let my mind answer. I'm just going to sit and focus on the sensations the sensations that are the loudest in my body right now. And as I hear the coiling, I'm sitting and I'm asking for the felt sense of this coiling. What is the felt sense? What is this overall sense? I'm noticing that sensation is moving up into my head. And there's an impulse. I can feel this little twitch in my head, and it's like pulling my head forward. It's pulling my head forward. And it's moving. It's the serpent. I know it's the serpent. I can see the image of the serpent, and it wants to be free. It wants to be free. It doesn't want to be completely unbound. It just wants its freedom. And I'm following an impulse. And I know that my movement might seem weird to others, but I'm just being curious. I'm fully leaning into the sensations, and I don't expect you to follow mine. I'm expecting you to be inspired and encouraged to drop into your own body and to notice what sensations are arising. And as those sensations are arising, stay with the experience. If it becomes overwhelming, you come back to the home. Come back to that frequency of home that we've created together. And then when you feel safe again, you go back to that space where the sensations are and ask, what is this that I'm sensing? What is the felt sense of this experience? Is it tingling? Is it gnawing? Is it tightness? Is it ticklish? And it's good to really drop in and ask for the sensations to speak. And then notice what images arise, what impulses arise, what is happening as you drop into that curiosity. And it might not make sense. It's not going to make sense to your linear mind. There's nothing rational about what we're doing right now. It's about dropping into this space inside. And the snake that I am finding in my body, as soon as I said that, something else showed up. And it became louder, so I just noticed it. But sometimes it'll just stay in that one space, wherever it is. There's no wrong or right way to do this. But as that next sensation shows up, just can you drop into the curiosity? And if it becomes overwhelming, come back to home. And then come back to that curiosity. And what is this that I'm feeling? What is this I'm experiencing? What is this sensation? What is the felt sense of this? And maybe it's not an image from when you were younger. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just an impulse to move. Maybe it's an impulse to have your body go a certain way. But I will tell you one thing. If you are really following this is not going to be very fast, grandiose movements. It's going to be small. It's going to be something that you can really stay connected. Can you stay connected to the sensations as the body is moving and allow that experience to move from the sensations forward? You allow it. And as I am following this, there's energy beginning, and I'm feeling some impulse in my throat. And I'm allowing, and I'm sitting, and I'm dropping into, what am I feeling? What am I feeling? What is this? And there's a clenching. There's a clenching. And I'm allowing my hands to mimic what the experience is within my body. And I'm allowing that. And I'm gripping. There's this urge to grip. And as I just allow myself to just be with that urge to grip, I'm not trying to make sense of it. I'm not trying to, analyze it. I'm just allowing it to be there. And as I allow that energy to build, psychic energy is building. And for me, it's like wanting to break open. It's wanting to break open. My voice just wants to break open. I can feel this. I can feel it so deeply. I can feel this space that's emerging. And this is something that I've been working with. I've been connecting with my wisdom body and working in the field of somatics and the psyche for over a decade now. So this is something that I'm very, very good at. So if it doesn't look the same as yours, or if it's not working so well, just stay with it. Because the key is to slow down and get curious about the sensation and see what arises. And if you would like to work with me deeper, you can join one of my courses, you can do sessions with me, you can follow anybody that's really good in the world of somatics. And just allow yourself to be led through an experience where the wisdom body is waking up. This is the essential moon of the wisdom body, which is why I felt so called to lead you all through this process. And as you can see, for me, some of the highest wisdom is wanting to move through my throat. It's wanting to come through my voice. So this practice was an inkling and an urge that I followed. I followed it. I'm following the impulses and intuitions from inside to move my wisdom and bring my soul purpose forward. And this is what I'm inviting you to do, to drop in and to notice what's happening in the body, to follow the sensations, not labeling it with the mind. Allow the sensations to speak. Drop into the connection to the rooted weightedness of your pelvis. And for all of you, no matter where you are, if you want to stay with what I'm doing, you can pause this. And if you want to move on, we're going to take this practice. We're going to gather. I want you to invite your ancestors. I want you to invite all the parts of you that are your inner child, your inner teenager, your inner maiden. We are working with the maiden. And the male version of that would be the stag, as we prepare for the Beltane rituals. And take that young buck, that maiden in you, and allow them to come forward to share any of the shadows they have. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to call on the energies of Venus. Let's just call on the energies of Venus. So come back to the weight, come back to feeling the sensations in your feet, feeling the pelvis rooted and weighted. Come back to that energy and begin to just gather into your own version of stillness, your own version, your own inner expression of stillness. Take a moment for your energy to just realign. And call in the energies of Venus. I call for the energies of Venus to pour down within me. And as this energy is pouring down within you, what do you notice inside your body? Venus moving through your physicality. What do you notice? Is there tingling? Is there weight? Is there pressure? Is there a sense of happiness, of giddiness? And where in the body do you feel that? Where? Just lean into and let your whole body be curious and open. I am in a receptive, curious place to receive and experience the energies of Venus. And Venus is where our soul resides. It's this planet of beauty and grace. It's the planet of harmony. This is physical beauty and psychic beauty. This is earthly pleasures. This is the part of us that loves sensuality and our senses. And that's where, if you are connecting into the energies of Venus, you're feeling it inside your body. So just allow that, allow it to move. And as you are doing that, I'm going to bring in the energies of Isis. I'm going to channel the energies of Isis to lead you deeper into this process. So just sit and be curious right now as to what is happening inside your own body as you are being bathed and balmed by the energies of Venus. Dearest one, it is Isis coming through you from the swan. And I come through as the embodiment of Isis-Aphrodite, which I have been recognized, worshipped, and followed for eons on your human timeline, in the cosmos, where that understanding that we are indeed multidimensional and multifaceted beings. Because as divine feminine and as divine masculine beings that you are beginning to embody, you might notice that you are more than one emanation. And so, as I amplify the energies of Venus that are being poured upon you, and I move closer into your field as Isis-Aphrodite, I invite you to just sit and connect and become curious about the sensations that are occurring in your body as the energy of the rose, as the depths of beauty and grace and harmony flood down into the depths. And because you have already activated this Earth Star chakra, I'm going to invite you to take this energy of Venus, this energy of the rose, the energy of Isis-Aphrodite, strengthening, harmonizing this energy uniquely for you. Just draw it into the pelvis, into the depths, beyond the pelvis, into the Earth Star chakra. Beginning to feel as energy is coming down, being poured down, moving down into you, into the earth. And it's reaching the ancestors that are here and a part of this experience that you are in. And just allow yourself to completely bask and bathe in the sensations that are arising within your body. Do not allow yourself to go out into an etheric place. Stay rooted in the body. Allow this Earth Star chakra to root you deeply. Because you are in this place of Taurus. This is an embodied sensuality. This is an embodied experience I am calling you into, dearests. We are going into your depths, and we are doing so in a way that we can celebrate beauty and joy and love. So I want you to just sit and feel what is happening in your body. And you can call for this energy of the rose, the energy of Venus, to just wrap, encapsulate, to hug any place that feels uncomfortable, that feels tight, that feels like energy is building. Just ask it to just support that area for now. Very good, dearest. Very good. And now I'm going to invite the one that is known as Thoth to bring his energies forward and to just feel. And for those of you who are not familiar, this one is showing up now as Thoth Mercurius, better known as Mercury. And see what happens, because in your ancestral lineage there might be an emanation of Thoth's energy that was worshipped, that was connected to. As this energy of Thoth is a universal energy and has showed up throughout the timelines in different emanations. And just familiarize yourself with the energies for a moment. And if you are getting lost, you can begin to just again feel the weight of the pelvis, the weight of the legs and feet, the hands on the chest, whatever it is that needs to help you come back into your home frequency, as this one likes to call it. And allow Thoth Mercurius allow this energy that you might be familiar with as Mercury. And we always like to have a little giggle, you could say, when we hear people going on and on about this Mercury retrograde fear, silliness, when really this Mercury retrograde truly is a time when when the energy of Thoth Mercurius is coming to help you review. He's coming to communicate to you what you need to look at again, what you need to see. And so now I want you to ask this energy, ask this Mercurius energy, the energy of Mercury, to communicate to you what shadow do I need to see? What shadow is blocking me and my ancestors from bringing forth my divinity? What shadows? What hides in the depths? What beauty and grace are being hidden? And I am ready, dearest, to support you in this process of strengthening the soul, of communicating with us in a way that moves you in your waking everyday life. And now, dearest, I want you to call on this Thoth Mercurius and ask if you are ready, if you are willing, and know that I will hold your hand. I am here for you. The work that this one is doing is directly aimed at supporting you through these processes. But the question is, what is my deepest wounded part of myself that is still hidden in the shadow? You can ask Thoth Mercurius to show you this. And it is not something that you are going to answer in this very, very moment. It's something that is in the depths of your inner being. It is something that you must spend some time, journal quietly, walk in nature, do some of this process work, this somatic healing work that we have been guiding this one to understand. For dearest, what many are not realizing is that what you call meditation, as you are creating this new earth, none of you truly understand what that means to say, I am creating the new earth. Because the new earth is being created from the bottom up, dearests. It is not, how do we say this in the most gentle, kind, loving way? The new earth is not going to be created, dearests, by just allowing ourselves to go up and out of the physical body, floating up into the ethers, experiencing more refined energies. The new earth is going to come about from those that are willing to bring those energies into the depths of their being, to anchor them into the earth, to become an embodiment of the living God and Goddess. How do you interact on a daily basis? How is the goddess and the God moving through you? Or the star seed family, whatever you wish to call these beings, dearest. How is it moving through your physicality in your everyday waking life? It is time to start building the new earth from the bottom up. And these depths that we are leading you to, these shadow realms, we are inviting you to find and uncover the treasures that belong to you, that have been hidden for eons. And it is in the depths that you will find them, dearests. It is in strengthening this vessel you call a soul that the new waters can be poured within. And so as you move throughout these days, Make it an intention that you will become more aware of what is happening inside your own physicality, what sensations you are experiencing, and stop seeing these experiences of pain, of anger, of frustration, or irritation, or any of these experiences that have been labeled negative. Stop seeing them as bad or something that must be eradicated or not spiritual. And begin to drop into a curiosity of what is happening in the body. How does it want to move? What is underneath it? And so, dearests, I leave you with one more piece. I want to invite you to scan the body, let go of all the words that were just spoken, let go of all of my words. Yes, you are still here with the ancestors. You are still here with Thoth, Mercurius. You are still here with Isis and the energies of Venus. And we are all supporting you. Just scan the body, feel the weight, feel yourself drop into perhaps even the hand on the chest as this one has guided. Feeling the sensations, feeling the experience of just your own self. Very good. Very good. And now ask, what do I feel? And whatever arises, just see if you can notice where in the body you feel it. And what is it that I feel underneath that experience? What is it that I need to know about this that I'm feeling? And just sit with the sensation. Allow the soul to respond. And stay with the sensation, and whatever is arising, ask, tell me more. What else is there to know about that? What else am I feeling? And stay with the sensation. And where is the first time I experience this? Where is this leading me? These are the questions you can ask. Where is this leading me? And stay with the sensations and allow the sensations to answer. And what do I feel? And sit with any impulse and keep going deeper and deeper and deeper. Allow your souls to speak, dearest. We have just invited the holiest of holy, the beloved Thoth Mercurius, to lead you. And this one, joined by me, Isis, hold you in the highest as you dredge the depths of your own being, the depths of your lineages, to bring forward that which is like a residue. And I invite you to acknowledge that we are orienting ourselves in a new way through this type of work. It is no longer enough to just reach out and be told and led through experiences. we must go within. You must learn to journey through the depths of your own being. Because as you do that, the goddess and God are awaiting to come forward through you. Imagine everything in the world, whether it is doing dishes, court decisions, helping youth, gardening, raising children, receiving some care, all done through the embodiment of the living gods and living goddesses. That is the new earth. And the more that you drop in, the more that you slow down and welcome with curiosity what is happening inside from within. Move through the muck and bring forward the truth of who you are. I love you, dearests. I am with you, and I will be a part of humanity forever. And slowly, slowly, scan your own body. Notice what is happening inside. Feel the weight of your body. Allow the experiences that you have just had to anchor. And as I come and bring my own energy back, I welcome you to really start understanding that there is so much to discover within you. The gems, the jewels, the treasures, the depths of your soul purpose all comes from within. And if you're working through some murky shadows, can we, instead of pushing away, instead of judging that stuff, can we begin to embrace with a sense of curiosity, to be led slowly to our own truths so that we can begin to bring our souls forward. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you for listening and allowing me to bring my gifts forward, to shine my light. If you like this, you can follow me more. You can become part of this in-depth processing group that I'm doing. You can stay tuned and sign up so that you can be part of my wisdom body activations. There's a lot more coming soon. You can sign up for sessions and I can lead you with Isis into your own depths. So thanks, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.